Discipline isn't about waiting for the stars to align before you act. It's about charging ahead into discomfort and stretching yourself beyond what feels possible, no matter how unpredictable life becomes. Real strength isn't tested in calm waters. It reveals itself when the storm hits and everything crumbles around you. Imagine this. You've meticulously mapped out your day, but suddenly, the universe laughs at your plans. A meeting shifts unexpectedly, your carefully crafted schedule shatters, and now you're forced to improvise on the spot. Most people freeze, gripped by stress or frustration. But not you. Why? Because you've prepared for moments like these. You've cultivated an unshakable mindset, one that equips you to face disruptions with poise, clarity, and determination. I experienced this firsthand recently. I was about to lace up my running shoes when I received a last-minute request to deliver an impromptu speech. Years ago, such a curveball would have sent me spiraling into irritation or self-doubt. But thanks to Stoicism, I've learned to reframe challenges. As Marcus Aurelius reminded us, you can choose not to let this disturb you. Rather than wasting energy on blame or disappointment, I channeled my focus toward action. I gave the talk, adapted my plans, and kept moving forward, and it went better than I could have imagined. Here's the reality. Life will never go exactly as planned. Setbacks, delays, and unforeseen obstacles are inevitable. The real question isn't whether these things will happen. It's how you'll respond when they do. Will you collapse under the weight of adversity, or will you rise to meet it head-on? True discipline shines brightest, not in perfect conditions, but in chaos, when every fiber of your being wants to quit. Consider something as simple as a cold plunge. Why subject yourself to such discomfort? Because, as Seneca taught, we must train our bodies to obey our minds. Discomfort is temporary, and our perceived limits are often illusions. Yes, the icy water stings, but your body is capable of far more than you think. Pushing through these small battles builds the mental fortitude needed to tackle life's greater trials. I put this philosophy to the test during a whirlwind stretch of days filled with back-to-back speaking engagements, cross-country flights, and shattered routines. No excuses. Despite the chaos, I carved out time to write, train, and push myself further. Then came the ultimate test. After flying to Vegas and delivering a talk, I embarked on a grueling 7-mile run with 4,500 feet of elevation gain, all on minimal sleep. Why endure such a challenge? Because this is the essence of training, preparing for life's unpredictability. It's not just physical endurance. It's mental resilience, staying focused on your path even when the world tries to pull you off course. This relentless dedication reminds me of Iron Maiden, whose decades-long legacy stems from their unwavering commitment to their craft. Their mantra says it all. We plow our field, and we don't care what others are doing. This steadfast discipline, this refusal to be distracted by external noise, is why they've achieved greatness. So ask yourself, are you tending to your own field, or are you losing focus amid distractions? Are you building the resilience to handle future challenges, or will you falter when obstacles arise? Life will always teach that the journey ahead is rarely a straight line. It winds and shifts unpredictably. Plans may evolve, and circumstances will never align perfectly. Yet, the disciplined individual doesn't falter or grumble. They rise to meet these moments with adaptability and resolve, embodying the very essence of their training. Last week offered me a vivid reminder of this truth. On Monday, I arrived in Denver for a scheduled talk, only to discover that a scheduling error had thrust me into delivering it immediately. No preparation time, no chance to regroup. In years past, frustration might have clouded my focus. But Stoicism teaches us that anger is an indulgence we cannot afford. It saps energy and distracts from what truly matters. As Marcus Aurelius wisely observed, you can choose not to let this disturb you. With that thought anchoring me, I took a deep breath, delivered the speech, and moved forward without hesitation. The next day brought more chaos. No opportunity to visit the office or settle into my usual writing routine. Instead, I gave another talk and signed 500 copies of my book. It would have been easy to make excuses to surrender to the whirlwind around me. But discipline isn't about waiting for ideal conditions. It's about finding a way to create progress despite them. Amidst the disorder, I carved out time to write, proving once again that showing up is everything. Discipline means persisting regardless of external circumstances. Whether your craft involves writing, training, or creating, success lies in consistent effort, relentless forward motion, even when the terrain feels uneven. Why do we subject ourselves to trials like icy plunges, punishing runs, or sleepless nights? Because each challenge reminds us of our untapped potential. These experiences whisper, or sometimes shout, that our bodies and minds are far stronger than we give them credit for. They teach resilience, preparing us for life's unpredictable storms. For me, one such storm hit during an especially demanding stretch. After days of back-to-back challenges, I traveled to Las Vegas for a speaking engagement, only to encounter yet another hurdle. Death Valley's roads were closed, turning a simple trip into a 6-hour detour. The added strain loomed over an already daunting run. Giving up would have been tempting, but as the Stoics remind us, this is precisely why we train, for the unexpected twists, the unanticipated tests. So, I pressed on, knowing every obstacle, disruption, and moment of discomfort was another chance to affirm my strength, my adaptability, and my readiness. This is the heart of discipline: showing up, doing the work, refusing to yield to difficulty. The road will always be imperfect, the conditions perpetually flawed. But the disciplined person doesn't wait for perfection. They shape the moment instead. They don't complain. They adapt, advance, and thrive because they prepared for exactly this. Life has a curious rhythm, often steering us toward paths we could never foresee. Sometimes it nudges gently. Other times, it pushes forcefully. Frustration tempts us when plans derail, but resisting life's flow is akin to swimming against a powerful current. It exhausts without reward. When we embrace what comes, however inconvenient or uncomfortable, we unlock hidden opportunities for growth. Setbacks, delays, and disruptions aren't barriers. They're sculptors, shaping us into versions of ourselves we might never have envisioned otherwise that row variables your way. It's up to you to decide how you'll respond. At times, it can seem as though life unfolds like a voyage witnessed in real time, yet not through the lens that society demands. The version of yourself you show to the world is frequently a mask, distinct from the raw and unfiltered essence you encounter within the silent, secluded depths of your being. This duality, the outward persona versus the inner truth, is where Stoicism offers profound insight. Life's challenges, delays, and detours are not obstacles to fight against, but opportunities for growth. Moments when we align ourselves with something far greater than our individual plans. The Stoics referred to this guiding force as the logos, an intricate design woven into existence by divine reason. By surrendering our need to micromanage every outcome, we allow ourselves to flow with life rather than resist its currents. Consider those inevitable moments when everything seems to go awry, a flat tire on a deserted highway, or an unexpected delay while already running late. It's natural to feel frustration rise, to lament the disruption of carefully laid plans. Yet, the Stoic response invites us to pause, breathe deeply, and reflect. What if this hiccup holds purpose? What if this setback paves the way for unforeseen blessings? Trusting in the universe's wisdom doesn't mean passivity. Instead, it means embracing uncertainty with courage and curiosity. I recall a family road trip marred by a blown-out tire miles from civilization. What began as a minor repair quickly spiraled into hours of waiting. While I wrestled with impatience, my children embraced the moment without hesitation. To them, the delay wasn't a disaster. It was an adventure, a chance to explore, laugh, and create memories. Their ability to accept what was happening, free from rigid expectations, mirrored the Stoic ideal of harmony with life's unfolding rhythm. Marcus Aurelius likened life to both a battlefield and a journey homeward. His words resonate deeply because they remind us that life is rarely smooth sailing. It's fraught with trials, surprises, and redirections. But these very elements make it an odyssey worth undertaking. When one path closes, another opens, inviting us to view detours not as failures but as integral parts of the expedition. This enduring spirit, known as forbearance, teaches us to hold steadfast to what truly matters, even amid chaos. Whether it's Cato resisting tyranny or Marcus Aurelius weathering plagues and wars, forbearance manifests in acts large and small, completing a daunting task, persevering through exhaustion, or simply showing up when resilience feels elusive. Take, for instance, the grueling ascent up Cerro Gordo, a climb so punishing that quitting seemed almost reasonable at every step. My body rebelled, urging me to stop, yet I persisted. Instead of fixating on the summit, I focused solely on placing one foot ahead of the other, trusting that each incremental effort would carry me forward. This, too, is a Stoic lesson. Progress lies not in obsessing over distant goals, but in committing to the next actionable step. Through such perseverance, we cultivate strength, not just to reach destinations, but to transform who we are along the way. Life will inevitably throw curveballs, testing our resolve and patience. When it does, remember this: don't resist. Surrender to the adventure, adapt to the twists, and keep moving forward. Though the terrain may be rugged and unpredictable, endurance shapes us into versions of ourselves capable of reaching heights once thought impossible. Every challenge faced with grace becomes a stepping stone toward resilience, proving that the journey itself is the destination. Behind every closed door lies a version of you that burns with intensity, ambition, or quirks too bold for the world to see. This hidden self, your shadow, often feels like an adversary, resisting your dreams and aspirations. But what if embracing the shadow could unlock the most genuine, fulfilling version of yourself? Picture this. In the thick of a challenge, there comes a moment when every fiber of your being screams to quit. Yet, if you persist, step by determined step, even without knowing the outcome, you'll inevitably arrive at your goal. Ultramarathon champion Courtney Dawalter calls this place the Pain Cave. She envisions herself inside it, helmet on head and chisel in hand, carving through layers of discomfort. The secret is curiosity. How deep does the cave go? What treasures lie beyond the pain? You chip away steadily, deliberately, until you uncover something extraordinary, something transformative. It's akin to mining, a process not of brute force but quiet persistence. As you dig deeper, you may stumble upon vast chambers of untapped potential, spaces within you that feel entirely new. And that's the magic of perseverance. It reveals facets of yourself you never knew existed, shifting your perspective forever. Consider this. When you push yourself to your limits, whether running a marathon, confronting obstacles, or enduring life's hardships, you're met with renewal on the other side. I experienced one such moment recently. After days of sleepless nights, hunger, and relentless effort, my body begged me to stop. Yet, when I finally pushed through, it felt like stepping into a new existence altogether. Watching the sunrise afterward was nothing short of miraculous. It reminded me how breathtakingly beautiful life can be, even amidst its harshest storms. This journey of discovery mirrors Stoic philosophy. Life, chaotic as it is, offers endless chances to grow stronger. Avoiding pain by retreating from challenges only invites greater suffering later. Instead, lean into the struggle now and watch as tasks that once seemed insurmountable become effortless over time. For me, writing books isn't about sales figures. It's about sharing ideas that inspire change. But the toughest sacrifices are personal, the moments missed with loved ones. Missing bedtime stories or being absent during pivotal family moments weighs heavily. Yet, these very struggles have forged new purpose and resilience within me. Pushing past life's battles, whether physical exhaustion or emotional introspection, leads to a rare kind of freedom. Stoicism teaches us to confront the parts of ourselves we fear most. By doing so, we craft lives rich with authenticity and meaning. So take that first step today. Keep moving forward, no matter how daunting the path. Embrace the shadow within you, and prepare to be astonished by what you discover along the way.